Good evening, everybody. This is Yusuf Chowdhury once again tuning in. You laugh at that, bro. Tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. It is 6. No, it's not 6. Come on. It's 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, I gotta mention that Central Time. Okay. Okay. Um, who's messaging me here? All right, just give me like give me like a few seconds. I'm just gonna share this on my page, and we'll start talking about this subject. This is the question. This is the question that I got today about what the heck is backlinks or backlinking. So we're gonna talk about backlinks. But backlinks. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Backlinks for website. As a matter of fact, I even shared this awesome. Well, it's a short video, but there's an awesome content from SEMrush or SEMrush. If you want to check it out. All right. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Okay, who's this? Hey, Melissa. Hello. Hello. And that was a test, Lauren. Come on. Get back to the other live. Are all the comments coming up? Where are the comment section? Oh, there you go. Hey, Ann, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Shooting the Dark Essay. What do you think about Shooting the Dark Essay? What kind of name is that? But I gotta. Oh, he's right. He's right here actually. Shooting the Dark. He's a cool guy. I'm here, but at work listening. Awesome, Ann. Come again. Thank you. Come again. My ears, Melissa and Lauren. Okay, cool. All the cool people here. All right, so let's talk about this subject of backlinks. Okay, talk about backlinks. For website stuff. So, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna look at you. Black shirt matters. This guy says black shirt matters with my get usified. Okay, listen, man. Get usified matters than anything else. Okay. All right. So when it comes to backlinks, I mean, in in a simple term, backlinks basically means a link coming from external site to your website. That's a simple definition of what backlinks is. Like you have an inbound link, and you have outbound going out from your website somewhere else, and inbound coming to your website. So that's what backlink. And backlink is also believed to be one of the search engine factors because it's considered a vote. Not all backlinks are equal, which means that every link has a different quality. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. Now, before getting to the link building strategy or backlinks, there are a few things you have to have some sort of knowledge before you understand what backlinks are, link building process, whatnot. So the first thing is you need to have a good knowledge about on-page SEO and also on-page technical SEO. So you have to have some knowledge on that. You also have to have some sort of knowledge on quality content, and you also have to understand how links work. Okay, so those are the first thing. The second thing I want to kind of bring it to your attention: how does Google define the search engine? Because remember we have our own definition, then Google has their own definition when it comes to SEO, right? So the way Google defines it, again, to simplify it, what they say, they want you to make the website easier for the search engine, which is Google, to crawl your web pages so it can index those pages and put them on the index server, right? And for the crawler or the Google bot or the Google spider, for it to understand your content, right? So that means you should base your optimization as a whole, or any decision you make initially and foremost on this strategy, you have to do it for who? You have to do it for your website visitors, right? They want you, if you want to implement SEO, you got to do it what is best for the website visitors. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now, when it comes to the backlinks or the links, there's several types of links we have to understand, right? The first one, it's called natural links. So what is natural links? So in a simple way to explain this, so the natural links, just by the name itself, natural, happens when any other sites, external sites, content writers, bloggers, any website owners link, right, to your content. So let's say they found some of your article and they wrote an article about you and they linked it back to you because for some reason they thought your material was good, beneficial, useful. So they write the content on their site, but they also refer back to you, pointing back to your website, to your web pages. This is called natural because you did not plan for it. You did not engage and communicate with those website owners or bloggers for them to give you the link, right? It happened naturally, right? And this is very good because if your content is amazing and other sites are linking back to you and they also have a good quality web pages and website, that's actually good. And for that reason, you do have to use SEO tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Power SEO Suite to see what kind of natural links you are getting, so you can communicate with them, thank them, give them a shout out on social media and whatnot. John, what's going on? How you doing, bro? Thank you for tuning in. How it works on Instagram? Excellent question. The way it works on Instagram, if you have your website link on the profile, okay. And secondly, if you run Instagram ad, because when you run an Instagram ad, there's an opportunity for you to have the call to action go to a link on your website. So those are the two things I can think of. Another third option, maybe when you do a video or tell the audience to visit the website, that's another one. But your system or the analytics might not be able to track that. But the first two, it's possible to get tracked. So that was a good question, John. So now we understand what is natural links, right? So we all got that? Okay. So natural link, right? So it happens naturally, right? The second thing, we call this unnatural links. So the thing with unnatural links, and this is something like where Google gets really upset about it. So what is unnatural links? So this is the artificial links. Mainly you probably paid somebody to have your website on their site, for example. Okay, or you probably created a bunch of blogger sites or crappy WordPress.com site and just sprinkle with some sort of content and pointing it back at yourself, right? Or you just copied some content from somewhere else, scraped it, and made another fake microsite and whatnot to point it back to. So basically, the whole idea behind it is natural, it's manipulative. That's something you have to be very careful, and that is something that you actually have to avoid. You don't want to do that, okay? So that's what they call it, unnatural links. Okay. The third one is called semi-natural. You like that, right? Semi-natural, you're like, interesting. Semi-natural and natural, that means it happened naturally, but at the same time, you probably got in touch with the influencers or some people in the same industry like yourself, and you want to write something specific content for them, or they knew about your product and services and they wrote it for you and they pointed back to you. So there's like a in between, okay? So that's is Instagram giving organic growth, or we need to some payment on Instagram? Organic reach is still there. Well, it's both. If you run Instagram ads, you are getting the targeted audience straight to your landing page, specifically to your website. You're going to convert them. Organically, things happen if you constantly promote amazing material, amazing content on your Instagram, and people look at it and you remind them, hey, if you want to buy the product and services, go to my profile, and from there they can link back to you. And when you log into your Google Analytics under the acquisition, then it will see where the traffic came in. If it shows Instagram, then that means you're doing a good job. Okay, John? Good question, though. So that was number three. Number four, quality links. So what does quality links mean? That simply means the link that you're getting, it's coming from a high quality websites, like government sites, educational sites, or site that has, hundred thousands of hits, and that's considered quality site. So that's what quality site means, right? Because remember, when we talk about link building, simply put it, link building is like the process of getting, other sites to point it back to you, right? So when we talk about this quality links, that means the link that you're getting coming from what? A high quality pages or website. The fifth one is called good links. So good links means that some of these links might have value that's going to bring it to you, and some of them might not have a value, but it's just going to be good for you. Makes sense? So that's what good links mean. Something that you want to possibly keep on the pages. It can help with ranking, and possibly it might not, but it's something beneficial. Okay, so these are the five: the natural link, unnatural, semi-natural, quality, and good links. You most welcome, John. If you still have any more question, feel free to ask, please. Okay, so now we understood what technical SEO is important, content strategy is important, and understanding how links work. Now you know the types of links, right? And you understand what's the definition from the Google point of view when it comes to search engine. Okay, all right. I'm like yelling at them with my hair. It's kind of beta move. Anyway, so so now how does the link the link building process work? Because it's considered part of the off-page SEO strategy. So number of links matter. The more links you have, the better the ranking. Or let me put it that way: the more high quality, good quality, natural links you have, the better. I mean, our recommendation is above 200, right? Quality of the links, are these spam links, toxic links, high quality links, good links, natural links? These matter. Keyword base, anchor text. What does that mean? So somebody wrote about you and they use the keyword. Let's say best dentist. When they click on it, it goes to your homepage as the best dentist, for example. That's called keyword based anchor text, pointing it back at you. Internal link building, even though it is valuable, but it's not as much valuable as coming from outside. But within your own website, you can do internal link building, like pointing from one blog to another, from one page to another. That has a good factor. And of course, when you point out, that's called outbound, right? Press releases, you might not have that, what do you call it? Huge SEO value, but it does bring some sort of traffic. Guest blogging is still beneficial. Local SEO directory like Google My Business Page and Yelp and whatnot. Ebook syndication sites. What else? Podcast website. If you do a podcast, if you write a lot of documents and you can share those documents on a document sharing website, that can also help with the backlink. PowerPoint presentation website like SlideShare, Prezi. Video sites, infographic websites. What else I can think of? Review sites and social media sites. All these can help you with the so-called link building process. Let's see. Like I have Instagram account, I'm posting regularly, but there is very slow reach in 2 months. Well, I mean, organically, yeah, that's not enough. 2 months is really too short. Anything that is organic, like especially in the search engine, because search engine deals with the search engine like Google and Bing and whatnot. Even there, it can take 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years. You never know. It's organic for a reason. Same thing with the social media channels. If you post organic content, it can take longer time. And it also depends on what kind of content you're actually posting, right? So that's why I highly advise businesses to invest in ads, because ads can give you more data in terms of who's clicking, what it's reaching, how many impressions and whatnot. Okay. So in your situation, John, maybe you can share your Instagram link so I can look at it and later on give you some feedback. Okay. So the thing, going back to how can we do the link building process, and there are like possibly 100 ways. So I'm going to share with you a few of them, right? For example, links coming from like ADU links, like in universities, local colleges. If somebody wrote an article for you, that's a huge boost. Government sites, if you get some backlink from a government website, that also helps. Nonprofits, yeah, some nonprofit organizations that are well known, if they can write about you, put an image and get you some sort of referral links, that also works. Press release, as I mentioned, that you can also check out Haro, which stands for Hire a Reporter. You can check that website, haro.com. You must welcome John. Okay, you can check out Haro. I talked about internal links. That also helps. What else? The niche-based directories. I'm going to share a link with you right now. There's an awesome company called Bright. I'm going to pull up in a few minutes. So this company basically put all the niche-based local directory listing. So links from social media channels help, like all the social media channels that can also help the social media profiles. Link from Reddit, okay? Links from LinkedIn company directory that can also help you. Links from, as I mentioned, niche-based directories. What else? Whatever I mentioned, the ebook, the guest posting. And there's also another one called manual outreach. The manual outreach, this is a technique where you can actually look for broken links for a site within your niche. Then you can actually approach the webmaster. Hey, I read your article, but some of the links are broken. That talks about, let's say, X, Y, and Z. I wrote a content about that. Would you like to add that because it's a good content, for example, right? So that's one technique. Is called manual outreach. It's a lot of work, but it's very, 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 very powerful. And of course, don't forget the local listing, like in a Google My Business page and Yelp and Super Pages and whatnot. Those also help. Okay, those are also very, very powerful. Infographic is amazing because that's another place where people go to for sites. You can also go to Q&A sites like Quora, Yahoo Answers, and sometimes you can drop your blog content right there. You know what I mean? Links from your YouTube videos, links from as I mentioned, the SlideShare, right? Wiki sites, for example. So all these are some of the ideas, that can actually help you to get those backlinks, because the more high quality links you have, the better for you to get some type of ranking. So let me share this link here for this one is called niche based. Okay, this is for niche based directory, because unfortunately there's so many directories out there that some of them are spammy and crappy. You don't want to use that. So this amazing company put it together. Bright Local. They're also marketing company that specialize in digital and whatnot. So I'm going to share this link here for you all to see. One second, it's taking a while to come up. All right, let's see here. So there you go. It's called the Bright Local. Bright Local. So they also, amazingly, they made an update as well. The top local citation by business category update for 2020. Okay, so here we can see it has. I'm gonna post this link in my Facebook just in case y'all need to kind of follow. All right, here we go. Okay, so right here, this is another one where it shows you all the categories of your type of businesses. If you're a chiropractor, you're going to click on it. They will show you all the popular, like a US based, international based, free version, paid version. So you can go ahead and list your business and create those profiles. See, there's so many out there. The cool thing about this, it gives me the domain ranking, the country, free and paid, and it takes you to the actual link. There's so many out there. So this is another cool place for you to kind of basically want to build that niche-based directory, because you're building a link. It can also help. Okay. So these are some of the link building processes. You can also submit, like I said, helpareporterout.com. You can submit to, even though PR doesn't have a good rankings factor, but still it helps to get that new traffic. Ebook syndication sites, there are tons out there. Podcast, as I mentioned, podcast sites, sharing, document sharing, PowerPoint, video sites, social media sites, infographics. These are all some of the techniques that you can start link building to get high quality links. The most challenging one, I think Lauren was asking about this, which is the outreach. So you can actually find different content based sites or a well known website, and you can approach the webmasters and basically write specific material just for them. Or you can use the 404 error broken link strategy. For that still work. Okay, what is this? Let's see. How to find trends and keywords. For the keywords, you have to use like Google Keyword Planner. You can use that. You can also use keywordseverywhere.com Chrome extension. For the trend, you can check out Google Trends. Just sign up with Google Trends. It's free. You can also check out, I believe, BuzzSumo to see what's trending out there. So right now, BuzzSumo is offering 60% off on their services. So if you're interested, check it out because it pulls all the most popular content within the social channels. Okay, you can also look at YouTube Trend. These are all available free services for you. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about, the subject of backlinks and link building. When you get a chance, check out the SEMrush. Right here, I shared this content from SEMrush. They put a lot of detail. They have a blog right here that has probably more information than myself. You're most welcome, Anne. Let me know if this was beneficial for you. If you have any question about link building or SEO or digital marketing and WordPress website. So this is a 10-minute video. What else they have? I thought there was an article here. Okay, it's a 10-minute video. Kind of goes through backlink, but check it out. I can also share more article. In fact, what's his name? Brian something. That he also wrote an extensive content about tons of other ways of link building strategies. Okay, and this so-called link building, it's part of what you call it. It's actually part of the off-page SEO process, because in the search engine optimization you have the on-page, all the technical, all the content-based, all the user experience and ADA compliance you done on the web page, which is only done once, except for the blogging. You have to do it every time you blog. You have to put those amazing material. But when it comes to off-page SEO, which is like 70% of the work on a monthly basis, it can take you like anywhere from 27 to 55 hours a month to do link building, content distribution, toxic link analysis, and health analysis and whatnot. I need to catch up. I'm still at work, so can pay serious attention. All right, no problem. Make sure you go back and watch the replay if you can. And still, if you have any more extensive, detailed question, feel free to ask. So that was the subject for tonight. That was one of the questions that I got about, explain to me how this backlink works and what's the difference and whatnot. So I hope this was beneficial, and I hope you all can apply what you all learned today. So I'm going to wait for a minute to see if there's any more questions. If there's any more questions. Let's see. I'll wait for a minute. So content distribution, is that sending your blog to others? Excellent question. So content distribution, on one hand, you have a blog, you're converting it into an infographic, and you're submitting it to infographic sites. Okay, you have a YouTube video, let's say a 10-minute, 30-minute video. You're taking a small snippet from each video, making a small segment, and reposting it on YouTube, or you're uploading it to YouTube, Facebook, or taking some of those short videos, converting them into text. Different ways of doing it. And putting it out there, not just to a third-party link, but also to your own channels, right? So that's what I mean by content distribution. Okay, so that was an excellent question from Lauren. Charles, my man, what's going on, bro? How are you doing? Okay, when you do guest posting, be very careful how you do that, because if you're going to write a guest post to a website, make sure that content is very unique and not anybody else has it, because you want that audience from that person's blog or website to have more value, right? You can also do another technique, and LinkedIn right now has the blogging feature. So you can write part one of the blog on LinkedIn, and part two, when people click on part two or follow part two or click for part two, and that will take them back to the part two of the blog post from within your website. Make sense? What role digital marketing plays in YouTube video according to you? Excellent question. It's YouTube ads, YouTube analytics, focus on lead generation, conversion, and optimization of the YouTube video to basically generate more subscribers, more viewers, and of course to figure out how to convert those viewers and subscribers into paying customers for your product and service. So that's the, in a simple format, that's, I would say, in a nutshell, the digital marketing can play that part when it comes to like a YouTube video, like the optimization, running ads, and using some organic technique to figure out how to keep increasing subscribers, increasing views, and focusing on that the generation of money making machine. What I mean by that, you don't just want views for the sake of views that doesn't bring you income, right? Specifically for businesses, if they are going to utilize YouTube videos, then their objective is to get customers. Like if you're a plumber, roofers, chiropractors, therapists, dentists, attorneys, you want the YouTube video to help audiences to basically hire you for the service or the product. That's should be the ultimate goal, because sometimes I see this a lot of time, people where they focus, people that have no experience, that don't understand how digital marketing works, how the consumer, the audience on the internet, how they behave, what they like, what they do. They don't understand those sort of thing, and they view everything from their own narrow-minded, ignorant-minded point of view, right? Some people focus too much on the aesthetic. Oh, I want awesome, fancy, smash hit box office looking website, but when you ask them what is the objective of the website, they have no clue. What do you want the website to do? Bring you customer, bring you traffic, bring you conversion, bring you sale? No clue at all, right? Because they don't know what they're doing, right? And most of the customers that come to your website, most of them are not critics of graphics and whatnot. Of course, what they care, ease of use, very fast on mobile, on the desktop, simple, less, very clear. You're basically showing them what they need to do, and redirecting them instead of having them just figure things out, right? It's insane. I mean, we're in 2020, and amazingly, I think it's like a bless for me to find so many people that still are ignorant about this subject, so I can continue to educate and sell, right? Because you have to approach things from a business point of view. Because for your business, in order for your business to thrive and continue, you need customers. You need customers that pay you for the service and pay you for the product. So every marketing plan that you put together, it's for that purpose, right? So why focus on things that makes no sense? Like, somebody tells me, hey, check this out. I did this, what is it, the Instagram story, and I got 1,000 views. Okay, 1,000 views. How many sales did you get? How many phone calls did you get? Right? So they're like, duh. Like, I'm like, see, that's a problem, right? I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's like a show off. Even some of the influencers, I don't know if you guys seen some of the so-called influencers that have like millions of followers. They couldn't even sell like, 35 t-shirts, right? So why not change the way we think about the business if you really focus more on the customer themselves? What's their pain point? What's their challenges? What do they need? What do they like? How can I give them awesome experience? How can I serve them? How can I build that awesome customer relationship, right? So I can keep that customer, so I can have them, build that relationship. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Man, for a while I haven't said, does that make sense? Now it's coming back. You know what I mean? So at the same time, I'm not saying don't focus on the graphic, don't focus on the design, because user experience and design can actually be part of the search engine technique. Because when the target audience comes in, they exactly find what they're looking for. Website is fast, easy to navigate. I mean, so you have to think about those things, right? Especially the ADA, which is the American with Disability Act. Most people don't even know that when you build a website, there are certain codes that you have to put on the back end to make the website easier for the people with disability, the one who are blind or deaf. You have to make it easier for them. How many of us think about that? I would promise you 99.99% don't even think about this stuff. Charles said some people just want the likes and forget about the sales. You're absolutely correct. It's like a dopamine boost, right? Like, who cares about the likes? Who cares about the views? I mean, if the likes and the views bring some sort of relationship, brand awareness, building that trust factor so they can buy from you, yeah, right? But like in itself, it's like kind of when you look at see, here's the thing, the difference between the search engine data measurement and the social media data the organic social media post measurement versus the ad. The social media ad can be compatible with the search because it's all about impression, clicks, sale, lead. But with the organic one, when you look at the analytics, okay, we got this many likes, this many share, this many views. How does that convert? I mean, you have to ask, how is that converting? Is more views going to convert? So you have to figure out if you have an organic post that has a lot of views, a lot of share, a lot of comment, great. Now you take the opportunity, you go back and edit the post by adding the link, by adding the call to action if you didn't do it. You know what I mean? You're absolutely correct, John said. At the end, it's all about monetization. Absolutely, John. I mean, of course, when you look into digital marketing in general, there are so many ways to do digital marketing. You have the ad section and you have the organic section. And within the organic, you have SEO, social, email marketing. I mean, so much stuff, right? That's what makes some folks like, go nuts because there's so many. Which area are you going to pick first? You know what I mean? Lauren said, hey, makes our job easier. Just make sure they are not expecting leads. Yeah, because I'm having a conversation with one prospect like, we can bring you all these hits and impression and traffic, but if it doesn't convert, what kind of data do you want? Do you just want a data that shows, your site got 1,000 hits? That's it? But how does that, I do care, but I want the prospect, the client, to like John said, somehow it has to be monetized, or whatever the conversion system they have. If their conversion metrics is to get many subscribers, great. If you can achieve that goal, then they basically fulfilled it. You know what I mean? Send me those customers. Send me those customers, right? So, but I'm being very serious. This is my seriousness, right? That we should think like that, like as a priority. Right? Like the data science is very important. Like the analytics is very important because even though they're not 100% accurate, let's say 80%, 70%, you don't want to do anything without having data because data can help you achieve, your goals. If you don't have the data, then basically you're doing things based on feelings, right? Based on no map, no direction. It's like shooting an air on the sky and hoping it will land on the moon, right? You don't want to do that. You gotta change your mindset. Like John said, Lauren said, Charles said, monetization, focus on the customer, focus on how to serve them, and focus on how to bring the data so I can have the data help me to strategize the marketing part. You know what I mean? Guruji, I'm not a Guruji, man. But if y'all enjoyed watching today's episode, do me a favor, tag your awesome business colleagues, invite them, share this. I would really, really appreciate it and continue to provide value on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. Right now, I used to do every day from 6, but things are got a little bit busy for the last 2-3 weeks. So I'm doing my best to be like around maybe 6:37 and whatnot. But I'll do my best to be here almost, Monday to Friday. Okay. All right. So this is my short rant about how some folks that need to learn. If you don't know, ask the people that are knowledgeable. Ask the one that can help you. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And when you ask, don't be an asshole, right? An asshole is a person who asks a lot of questions but never apply anything you tell them. It's like you're basically wasting time, So don't be an asshole, all right? Let's see. Do we have any more questions today? I'm going to wait for another minute for questions. Sorry for my not being polite by texting while I'm here. How rude is that? All right, so it looks like there's no more question. And all right, so I'll see you all tomorrow. So again, any subjects within digital marketing that you want me to cover tomorrow, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook, Twitter, and I'll be back hopefully 6:30, 7 maybe. Okay. All right, everyone. See you all later. You all have an amazing evening. Bye bye for now.